Lesson 13.6 is about the tangent function. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to find the value of a tangent using the unit circle, and you should be able to graph a tangent function. So here is the unit circle. If we were to put a angle in here, let's say this angle, and we'll call it theta. This endpoint on the circle can be used to find cosine theta and sine theta. So, for example, let's say that this angle theta is pi sixth. So using your unit circle, you know the value to this endpoint, the cosine and the sine. So the coordinate here would be root 3 over 2 and 1/2. And since the first one is the cosine, then we know the x value is root 3 over 2. The second one is the y value, 1/2. So the cosine of theta is root 3 over 2. The sine of theta is 1/2. We know this from our unit circle that we learned before. But tangent, you know, is opposite over adjacent. So using your unit circle, the tangent ends up being the sine of theta divided by the cosine of theta. So since the sine is 1/2 and the cosine is root 3 over 2, you multiply by the reciprocal and you find that the tangent of pi sixth is 1 over root 3. And then going way back in your memory, you have to rationalize the denominator, so we would multiply this by root 3 to rationalize the denominator, multiply the numerator also, and that gives us root 3 over 3. So we can learn all of that just by knowing the sine and cosine from the unit circle. And then we find that the tangent of pi sixth is root 3 over 3 by division. So using that same idea, we can find some other tangent values. So if we're looking for the tangent of pi, that means our angle goes from standard position all the way over here to pi. So at this point in the unit circle, our coordinate would be -1, 0. So calculating the tangent of theta, that would be equal to the sine, or the tangent of pi would be equal to the sine of pi divided by the cosine of pi. The sine of pi is right there, and the cosine of pi is that one. So 0 divided by -1 is 0. So the tangent of pi is 0. Tangent of -pi sixth would be over here, right there, -5 pi sixth. The coordinate at this point on the unit circle is negative root 3 over 2 and -1/2. So the tangent will be the sine, -1/2, divided by the cosine, negative root 3 over 2. Multiplying by the reciprocal, 2 and root 3, the 2's cancel, 2 negatives make a positive, so we have 1 over root 3, and rationalizing the denominator again, we get root 3 over 3. So that's finding tangents geometrically. In the next video, we will be graphing.